What's up, everybody? I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef, and today I got to thinking. So, what with the pandemic and the riots and everything going on, no one's really left their house in months. Starting to feel like a vault dweller from Fallout. And then it hit me. Fallout. We're living in the vaults, so I grabbed my official Vault Dwellers Cookbook, written by the fantastic Victoria Rosenthal. You guys, though you don't know her, you know her. She is the wonderful person that runs Pixelated Provisions. So, I looked in here, I grabbed a wonderful recipe for a soda bread, and that is what I will be making for you guys today. So, like I said, per usual now, we're in my kitchen, let's get to cooking. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to do is take all of our dry components and put them in a food processor. If you're like me and you do not have a food processor, a blender works just as well. Right now we've already got our flour in, so I'm going to pour in our sugar, along with our baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Pour that all in there. And before I put the lid on, 6 tablespoons of butter that I actually have kind of cubed. So I'm just going to put those right on into the blender mix. Just right on in there. Room temperature butter is kind of important. You don't want it to be hard and, solid. So room temperature, it's kind of melty a little bit without being a huge mess. Now that we've got all that in our blender, I'm going to grab the lid. I'm going to make sure that's closed. Put the lid on the blender. And we're just going to blend. We're just going to pulse this. Where's my pulse option? All right. You want everything to get mixed up into almost like a cornmeal looking blend. All right, so once you've gotten the blend to the consistency you're looking for, you're going to grab a nice big bowl. I've got my classic, iconic popcorn bowl that you guys loved so much. And I'm gonna pop the lid. Oof, I'm just gonna pour all this right in here. There we go. I am gonna mix it up just a little bit to make it look a little better, a little more the consistency I'm looking for. But like I said, you only really want it to mix till it kind of looks like cornmeal. So, yeah, I probably could have melted the butter and used that. But we're not, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, guys. So, next up, we're going to take our raisins that we are craving. And I know the recipe, as you guys can read down in the description, calls for cranberries, as well as raisins, but I had a moment where I totally forgot. All I have are raisins, so I'm using a full bag in lieu of a half and half. So, okay, so we're just gonna kind of mix all of this up together because we like our raisins mixed in with our Vault Chow. Because hey, here in the wasteland, it's a pretty brutal world. You either eat what we give you, or you find other ways to survive without eating what we give you. All right, so that's it for our dry ingredients. We're going to leave them right here in this bowl, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Now that we've got our dry stuff mixed together, we want to take 1 egg and our buttermilk. I'm going to set the dry over here for just a minute, because we don't need you right now. We don't need that. Nah, man, not for a minute. I'm gonna grab out a nice bowl that I can whisk things in, my little whisking bowl. Open my drawer and grab a fork, because I prefer to whisk with a fork over a whisk. Call me weird and old-fashioned. Ooh, that was a bang. All right, so take our egg, crack it into a small bowl. Boop, there we go. So we have our egg. I'm just gonna pierce the yolk. I'm gonna take my buttermilk. I'm going to open it up, and we want 1.5 cups. Now, if you guys at home are spiffy and make your own butter, then you guys are, well, you got a one-up on me. You could use your own homemade buttermilk. But like I said, we want 1.5 cups. I'm gonna pour that right in there with the egg. Ooh, that is dangerously high levels of buttermilk egg mixture. But that's okay. Because, you know, here in the world of Fallout, we like to live dangerously. And I'm just gonna whisk this together a bit. I don't want to tilt the bowl, but you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, see, I'm already starting to spill a little bit. But anyway, just gonna whisk this together. We have whisked together our egg and buttermilk. I'm gonna pour that right into our dry. And one thing I forgot to mention a minute ago or earlier is while all this is going on, preheat your oven to 350. That way it can be preheating while you're playing with dough. So, we're just gonna mix in the buttermilk egg mixture along with our dry goods, our dry components, and we're gonna make a nice dough. All right, guys, so now that we've got our wet and our dry just mixed, and I mean like our dough is still wet, I'm gonna take a pre-greased cake pan that I rigged up, grease it with some butter. I'm gonna transfer the dough into the cake pan, and we're gonna get this bad boy in the oven. Oof. Ooh, okay. That all kind of came out at once. I was not expecting that. Fair warning, I'm not a baker, so I really hope this comes out well. Little paranoid. Anyway, so I'm gonna scrape off my spoon. I'm gonna kind of, you know what? I'm gonna put the spoon over here for just a minute. I'm gonna try to get this dough right all into this cake pan, because you want it all in your cake pan. I'm gonna pat it down just a little bit. As you guys can see, the dough is still kind of sticky and wet, which is awesome. So, if you are feeling super vaulty and clever, you can carve your vault number into it. Or, if you don't feel like carving a vault number into your dough, 1 second, look at that. Look at that, that looks delicious actually. All right, so 2 seconds, and I wish I had more hands. There we go. Vault experimentation. Give Dapper Jeff more hands. So there we go. All right. So we've got our dough in our cake pan. That's good to go. We're gonna take the sharpest knife we can. Sorry, I know I'm cutting in front of the camera. I'm gonna use just the tip, and I'm gonna cut a nice X into the top. All right, set my knife over here because that is a hand wash knife only. And I'm gonna take this delicious dough, and I'm gonna put it right into our oven, our 350 degree oven, top rack. I'm gonna leave it in there for 1 hour. So, I will see you guys again in an hour. So until then, go out, explore the wasteland, play some Fallout. All right, guys, so our timer's gone off. It's been an hour. I'm gonna crack this bad boy open. I'm gonna grab our bread and see if it's ready. Slip my hands into my protective wasteland oven mitts. Open the door, carefully reach in and pull this out. Oof, look at that. That is a delicious looking soda bread. Now, there's a quick, easy way to test and make sure it's done. You want to take a toothpick or a fork or something like that. You're going to want to stick it in the middle. And if it comes out clean, you know you're good. So, got my toothpick. My toothpick right here. I'm going to stick it in. Boop. Pull it out. We are spotless and clean. So, this is ready to go. I'll see you guys in just a second after I dish some up. Alright guys, so that's how you make some fantastic soda bread for your vault. I'm Dapper Jeff. I'll see you guys next Sunday with a brand new recipe. But until then, go outside. It's beautiful. If you can't go outside, don't experiment on people. That's immoral. But whatever you do, the most important thing that you guys could do for me, stay well fed. I'm gonna grab a paper towel. Gonna wipe up that little mess.